Could the Toronto Maple Leafs be on the verge of reuniting with a beloved former player? NHL insider Jeff Marek suggests that a trade for a certain fan-favorite forward might be just what the team needs to bolster their playoff chances. With the injuries piling up and the competition heating up, is now the time for the Leafs to make a bold move? Stick around as we dive into this speculation and what it could mean for the team moving forward. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay updated on all things Toronto Maple Leafs. There's been a lot of buzz lately surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs and the potential for a reunion with fan favorite Nazem Kadri. NHL insider Jeff Marek recently shared his thoughts, and I have to say, I can see where he's coming from. Remember, the Leafs drafted Kadri 7th overall back in 2009, and he spent a good chunk of his career in Toronto before winning a Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche in 2022. Now, he's with the Calgary Flames, but his name is popping up in trade talks, and honestly, it has me wondering if this is the right move for the Leafs. Marek believes the Maple Leafs are going to make a push for Kadri. He articulated a crucial point. If the Leafs want to advance in the playoffs, they need more toughness and physicality. Just look at the Florida Panthers and what they bring to the table. The Leafs have found themselves facing challenges in the playoffs, and Kadri, with his improved physicality and playoff experience, could be the key to getting them over that hump. I mean, who wouldn't want a player like Kadri back in the lineup, especially when he knows how to perform in those high-stakes situations? It feels like a match made in heaven. Speaking of Kadri, let's not forget he's still under contract with the Flames for a few more years, and while Eric Francis from Sportsnet mentions that Calgary isn't actively shopping him, they're open to discussions. It's interesting to think about the dynamics of his contract. It's not untradeable, despite what some might say, and there are definitely teams out there that would love to snag him as a second-line center. That's exactly what helped Colorado clinch the cup, and it makes you wonder what kind of return the Flames would expect. If Calgary retains salary, they could potentially get a lot more in return, which could be a win-win for both teams. Now, let's talk about the current situation with the Maple Leafs. They've been hit hard with injuries to key forwards this season. Austin Matthews and Matthew Knies are back, which is fantastic news, but Max Pacioretty is still sidelined with no clear timetable for his return. His words resonate. Sometimes injuries can lead to unexpected benefits, like having the time to work on your game and get your body right. I truly admire Pacioretty's positivity, but you have to wonder how much longer this team can sustain itself with injuries impacting their depth. As it stands, the Maple Leafs are off to a solid start, sitting at 15-7-2. But the question lingers, are they equipped to compete when it matters most? With the prospect of adding a player like Kadri, the team could enhance its playoff push significantly. It's all about that balance between talent and grit, and bringing Kadri back could provide just the spark they need. So, I ask you, do you think acquiring Kadri is the right move for the Maple Leafs? Personally, I'm torn. While I recognize his skill set and playoff experience, I also wonder about the implications of bringing him back. Would he fit seamlessly into the current roster, or could it disrupt team chemistry? I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential reunion? Share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Nikita Grabenkin is quickly becoming a fan favorite for the Toronto Maple Leafs this season, and honestly, it's not hard to see why. This rookie has made a splash by combining skill with a physical edge that's rare among newcomers. He's not just fitting into the NHL, he's thriving, and his fearless attitude sets him apart from the crowd. The way he tirelessly works on the ice and maintains a cheerful personality off it is winning over fans in a big way. It reminds me of Ilya Mikheyev, but let's be real, Grabenkin brings a level of physicality that Mikheyev simply didn't. In a recent video interview on The Real Kuiper and Bourne, analysts Nick Kyprios and Justin Bourne delved deep into Grabenkin's impact and what makes him unique. They highlighted his fearless, physical play that sends a clear message to opponents. He's not someone to take lightly. Gulbenkian plays a heavy game, and even in the dying moments of a match, he's mixing it up physically, proving he's all in until that final whistle blows. Kyprios noted that Gulbenkian doesn't look out of place at all. He looks like he belongs there, and that's a huge compliment for a rookie. For the Maple Leafs, this kind of mindset is invigorating. It sends a loud and clear message to the rest of the league. Don't sleep on me. I'm coming. That kind of energy is exactly what this team needs. Gulbenkian isn't just playing the game. He's setting the tone for his teammates, letting rivals know they won't have it easy, even when the clock is winding down. As he himself put it, it's just business. But it's not just about physicality. Gulbenkian has serious skills. This season, he showcased his offensive abilities, making plays that leave an impression. Kyprios pointed out that he brings offensive talent along with that physical edge. This dual threat capability makes him a versatile player who can contribute in multiple ways. The rare combination of skill and physicality is something the Leafs have been lacking, and Gulbenkian fills that gap beautifully. He can stand up to any opponent and adapt to the flow of the game, making him an intriguing prospect for Toronto. So, why do the Maple Leafs need Gulbenkian? Kyprios and Bourne both agree that he brings an element that's been missing for far too long. While the team has a history of skillful players, there's often a perception that they lack the necessary grit to compete in a hard-hitting league. Gulbenkian offers that toughness and courage that the Leafs have needed. As Kyprios said, the most important thing is that he sends a message. His fearless and aggressive style of play isn't just about imposing his will on opponents, it's about setting the tone for his teammates. He's the type of player who will rise to the occasion when things get tough, which is invaluable in high-pressure playoff scenarios. The initial impact of Gulbenkian on the Maple Leafs is undeniable. He's carving out a name for himself with a winning combination of physicality, skill, and an engaging personality. Whether it's laying a big hit or scoring crucial goals, he brings more than just business to the ice. He introduces a dynamic that could make him one of the most beloved players on the team. As the analysts predicted, Gulbenkian is on track to become a fan favorite, and he's poised to help the Maple Leafs become a tougher team to play against. His fearless attitude and ability to balance skill with grit make him a player to watch for years to come in Toronto. So, what do you think? Was this the right move by the Maple Leafs? I'm honestly torn on whether this is the path they needed to take. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share your expectations, your frustrations. Let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for all the essential updates. Make sure to activate that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest news.